Hello friends, welcome back. Let's continue. So we already have the data now, that is the amounts we have received and amounts we have not received. So let's do this a little bit more. Let's go for a date again. So let me change the dates here. Let me go here and make it as the date as March because we want some more details. So we'll drag it now down here. So we got March data and April data, and if you want to copy this, just double click here, it will fill it for you. And then we have some random data here, so you can say some numbers like, let's say 6,000, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, again 2,000, 1,000, and so on. Okay, and here only 500 rupees. And so whichever is due is going to be 0. Whichever we have got is going to be, which we have to still get it, will be 0. Okay. So let's say we haven't got much of the April payments, and there is one payment here on the 1st of April, but we have got the payment of 1,000 rupees on the 2nd of April. Okay, so this is the case. Now this all data is here, and we can do one thing. We can create another sheet here by clicking on the plus sign and rename this sheet as dashboard. Okay, we can call it as dashboard, and we can give a color of your choice. So I can give a kind of yellowish color or a mustard color. Then here, what you can do is, here you can write total amount received. Okay, total amount received. Now here you will have to use a formula which is equal to SUMIF, and then you have to give a range. Okay, now see, the range is in another sheet. So you have to click on the sheet which is raw here, and then you have to select the range here, which is this one. Okay, and press enter. So you will get the data reference from D4 to D14 of the sheet called raw. Then put a comma here, and then put a condition that should be equal to 1. Okay, so wherever there is a 1 in the range of D4 to D14, okay, that means it should calculate the corresponding value. So we have to go back to raw and select the amounts. Okay, press enter. So you will get 12,500. How does that work? Now if you go back here and if you select all the data here, you see you are getting a value which is 30,000. But here in the dashboard you are getting 12,500 because what happens is, when you use a SUMIF will sum all the data in C column where there is a 1 in the D column. Okay, so let me write it for you. So go to insert, let me just write it for you. So here go to shapes, and let us put a text box here, and I will write where there is a 1 in column D, right, sum the value which is corresponding in the column C. Okay, I hope that makes sense, and let's format this a little bit. Okay, so let me just correct this one. Where there is a 1 in column D, so let's see this. Wherever there is a 1 in column D, sum the value corresponding in the column C. So you have to take the value here and sum it to the next value. So we have this 4,000, then 2,500, 5,000, then 1,000, 2,000, and then 1,000, that's all, sorry. Because these are the only values where the value in D is 1. Now if you see, the total for this is 12,500, right? That is what you got here. So you got 12,500. Now, if you copy this and paste it here, let's see what happened here. It has changed to D5 and C5, which is not a good idea. We have to stick to the originals, that is D4 to D14. So I'll just delete this. And here let us put the data as total amount balance. Means the amount which we have to still receive. So here again you'll write SUMIF. Go back to the data. Select the D column. Press enter. Click OK here. Come back here and you write here condition which is equal to 0. Make sure that the condition is in double quotes and then go back to the raw and select the amounts. Press enter. So you'll get 17,500, which is what the date. So what happens is when you go to dashboard, you will directly see the results. And if you go to the raw data, you will have the data, right? So for example, suppose now the 6,000 also is received, then you will change this to 1. Now if you go to your dashboard, you will see the received amount is increased and the balance amount has decreased automatically. So please try to understand this and do it. We'll revise it again in the next video. Thank you.